Hi friends, hope you're ready for my next singing secret. You know, as a singer, my journey has not been a very smooth and peaceful one, right? It has been full of ups and downs. I have had so many struggles, I have had so many challenges, and I have made so many mistakes which have cost me precious years of learning. But the bright side or the silver lining of all this is, through these mistakes, I've actually learnt a lot of very valuable lessons. So not only has it helped me become a better singer, it has also helped me become a better teacher. Because now I know what are the things I need to warn my students about. So in today's video, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you 3 big mistakes that I committed as a singer and how did I correct those mistakes. What did I learn from those mistakes? And if you watch this video till the end, trust me, you're actually saving yourself a lot of precious time. Because all the points that I'm going to share today, nobody has told me these things in a very direct and open manner. I had to learn these things the hard way. I had to make many mistakes. I had to fail multiple times. I went through a lot of disappointment. But finally, through all this experience, I have managed to gather some good insights and I would love to share it with all of you so that you don't have to go through the same struggle, and hopefully these insights will actually help you fast track your progress as a singer. So let's jump right into the video and find out what were those 3 big mistakes that changed my journey as a singer. I'm Pratibha Sarathy and you're watching VoxGuru's YouTube series. If you enjoy our videos, please do subscribe to this channel right away. It'll really motivate me to keep creating great content for you. The first big mistake I committed was trying to sing every song in the original pitch or original key. Now usually when we are singing Carnatic music, we don't use any background instruments while practicing, right? We just switch on our tanpura and we keep singing. So here we can choose our pitch, we can choose our shruti. But when it comes to light music or film songs in particular, every song has been composed in a particular key, right? Some songs have been composed on C, some song has been composed on G, some song has been composed on A, right? So depending on the composer's idea and depending on the person who has sung the song originally, the key has been decided, right? So for many years I used to think that if a song has been composed at a particular shruti, then I have to sing it on that shruti. Otherwise it's an insult to me as a singer. That is what I believed back then. So even if it was a song by, say, Lata ji or Chitra Amma, which is really high-pitched and way beyond my natural range, still, I would go for those high notes. I didn't care how the song sounded. I didn't care how my voice felt about it. I had to hit those notes. I had to reach those notes. It became a matter of pride for me. And because of this silly attitude of mine, I ended up straining my voice a lot for at least 2 years. Because clearly, if you have heard me sing on this channel, you will agree that my voice type is very different from that of, say, Lata ji or Chitra Amma. It doesn't make any sense for me to try and attempt their songs in their shruti, right? Because that shruti is perfect for them. It is perfect for that voice type. But my voice type is different, right? My vocal range is different. I do have a 2.5 octave range, but it is not in that range of notes. It is in a lower range of notes. So it took me a few years to realize and accept that there is no big achievement in singing a song in its original shruti unless you have the same voice type. If you have the same voice type, go for it. But if you have a completely different type of voice, then don't aim for hitting those notes on the original shruti. Get comfortable with bringing the song to your shruti and then try to create a similar impact. Try to bring out similar modulations. Try to bring out the highs and the lows. Try to explore your vocal texture through the song. The second big mistake that I made, which took me a long time to actually correct, was imitating other singers a lot. So every time I would sing a song, I would go out of my way to try and sound like that singer. So if I am singing a Shreya Ghoshal song, I would do everything in my power to bring out that Shreya Ghoshal voice. Of course, it sounded super fake, which I didn't realize back then. I thought I was doing a great job. And in fact, many people in the audience used to come and tell me that, hey, today you sounded exactly like Shreya Ghoshal. And I would be like super happy, right? So I would consider it a great compliment when somebody tells me that you sounded exactly like Shreya Ghoshal or you sounded exactly like Chitra Amma. It took me a few years to realize that that is not a compliment. When somebody tells you that you sound exactly like Shreya Ghoshal, what that means is that you don't have your own identity. You don't have your own style, right? Nobody wants to listen to a duplicate Shreya Ghoshal, right? They would rather listen to the original. What they want to hear is your style, your uniqueness. Every singer is actually unique. So I need to develop a really good understanding of my voice so that when I sing any song, it sounds like Pratibha is singing, right? Even though it may be a song by some other artist, I can try to imbibe a lot of good things from the song. I can imbibe the nuances, I can imbibe all the little details that the artist has given. But I need not copy the voice. I need not copy the inherent style of the singer, right? That is something you can take from yourself. You already have it. Okay, so we need to find that balance of what to imitate and what not to imitate. But let me mention one thing here. Just because I am saying sing it in your own style does not mean that you change the song completely. Okay, I have seen a lot of singers who say that I am singing in my own style, I am improvising the song, and they end up singing it completely wrong. There is a difference between singing in your own style and singing wrong, right? So make sure you know that difference. You still need to put in a lot of effort to pick up all the nuances, to pick up all the details of the song, okay? And then finally you add your own unique elements to it. So this is not an overnight journey, okay? Let me tell you that. It's going to take some time. It takes some time to understand what are the aspects you can add and what are the aspects you should imbibe from the original. Okay, so that itself is not a hard and fast rule. I cannot tell you that, okay, these things you pick up from the original and these things you do on your own, right? That is also a matter of aesthetics. You know, your own aesthetic sense has to improve over time, and as that improves, you will also get better ideas on how to translate a particular song. Now, the third costly mistake that I made was singing without warm-ups. Now, this again came from a place of extreme overconfidence. So, I was very, very overconfident in the past. I used to think I'm a great singer. I don't need warm-ups. Warm-ups are just for beginners. I don't need to do swara exercises. I can just jump right into the song. But again, it took me 2 or 3 years of going on the wrong track, causing some damage to my voice, and only later, when I fell into the right hands, did I realize that warm-ups has nothing to do with your level of talent or your skills as a singer. Warm-up is something very, very physical. It's a physical exercise. It is just like we work out in the gym, right? Similarly, when you wake up in the morning, your vocal cords are in a very, very relaxed state, right? So if you want to take that relaxed voice into an active state, where you are singing really fast notes up and down very actively, if you want to take your voice there, you have to warm up. It is not a choice, it is mandatory, right? Regardless of what may be your level, whether you are a beginner or an advanced student, once you fall asleep, your voice goes to rest, right? That does not change. Now, luckily, I realized my mistake before it was too late. So I did not suffer any permanent damage to my vocal cords. I was able to turn around my experience and I was able to transform my voice to what it is today. But many people make this mistake and there is nobody to guide them. There is nobody to tell them that you have to warm up your voice. And I see many students who come to me for voice training after their vocal cords are fully damaged. They come to me when it's too late. Remember one thing, voice training exercises and voice culture exercises, they work only if your voice is in good health, in good shape, right? Remember, your voice is like your instrument. If your instrument itself is broken, no matter how good a player you may be, you cannot play the instrument, right? So similarly with your voice, unless you maintain your voice in good health, no amount of voice culture exercises are going to help you. Voice culture is not some magic solution that will suddenly change your voice, right? So you have to first of all maintain good health in terms of your voice, and that requires a high level of awareness, a high level of understanding of how to use your voice, how to warm up your voice every day, what kind of exercises you need to do, How long should you do each exercise? And once you start singing songs, how should you maintain your voice during that entire practice session? How to develop vocal stamina? So there are so many things that you have to work on so that your voice continues to stay in good shape. Hope you enjoyed this video and will start following the tips that I have shared with you today. It is equally important that you are guided properly in order to achieve all of this. Although I have given you the tips, implementing this is not an overnight process, right? It takes a lot of systematic effort. It takes proper feedback. Somebody who is more experienced has to tell you whether you are on the right track. So if you want that kind of guidance, please do join VoxGuru's live curriculum. So we have 2 different programs in our live classes. We have a live Carnatic curriculum where we include every single aspect of music, right from your pitch to your rhythm, to your gamakas, to understanding ragas. Every single thing that you will need to know as a musician is included here. And we also have a voice culture program where we focus more on vocal technique. So the last point that I mentioned today was a lot about vocal technique, right? So here we talk about how you should be using your voice in the right manner. So since these are live classes, you will have a teacher listening to you and telling you what is the right technique that you should be using, right? Because voice is something that is different for everybody. So we cannot just apply one standard rule and say that do it like this, right? So someone has to listen to you sing, observe your technique, and then give you feedback accordingly. So that is exactly what happens in the voice culture sessions. So if you want to join our live curriculum, please drop us a WhatsApp message right away. I have shared the link in the description. So just say hi and we'll get back to you with all the details of both these programs. And also don't forget to download the VoxGuru app that contains plenty of self-learning courses for you to get started right away. So there are different topics there: Carnatic, voice culture, ear training, Hindustani, and more. So go explore the app as well. The links are in the description again. So I'll be eagerly waiting for that WhatsApp message from you. Take care and see you soon.